Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here, and we're doing our first Guilds of Ravnica Intermediate Swiss Draft League. We're going to be doing plenty of these as the time goes. Just wanted to tell you that this is my first time drafting this. So, if the set's been out for a while, I recommend skipping ahead. That way, if I make any mistakes along the way, hopefully I'll have the format figured out in a couple weeks. But I'm sure to evaluate cards differently in the beginning here. So Narcomoeba is not worth much. Even foil. Overgrown Tomb's not worth that much. This card's cool. I'm thinking about just taking the Lava Coil, though. Probably taking a kill spell, right? Over the Overgrown Tomb. I just had a tomb and it wasn't worth that much, which makes me want to take this Lava Coil. But Beacon Bolt is cool because it's got the Jumpstart too, but it's also multicolor. I think we just take the Lava Coil. That seems safe to me. Foil Narcomoeba worth a grand total of 12 cents. Okay, here we have... We can take the Beacon Bolt now. Electrostatic Field, kind of a build around. Barging Sergeant. What's this Colossus do? It gets really big and has Convoke. That card's actually pretty cool. There's a Bat. There's a Barging Sergeant. There's a Guildgate, a Hammer Dropper. Ooh, the Flying Mentor guy with Vigilance is pretty sweet. Definitely like that. I kind of want to take this Beacon Bolt, though. Seems like a fun card to play. Kill multiple things, maybe. Jumpstart is sweet. Works really well with all of these enablers, too. I kind of like it. Let's take it. I like removal. How about you guys? Alright. This is a counterspell. This is a counterspell. House Guildmage. Target creature doesn't untap during its controller's next untap tap. And then you can surveil too. That seems really good. Just surveil. Just, hey, you want to surveil? Go right ahead. That seems like the card we take here. That's really strong. I mean, think of the versatility of that. Granted, it doesn't tap, but that thing can't untap, or I don't need to do that. I guess I'll just surveil too. That's really good. Iron Shell Beetle, good with Mentor, as we found out in our sealed matches. This card's probably pretty awesome for aggro. This is a cool card. It's good with the Iron Shell Beetle, actually, but I like that you gain the life, too. That's kind of cool. Then we have a Vigilance thing. Turn up to 3 target multicolored cards. That's a cool build around. Probably wheels. We're going to take the House Guildmage and see if we can't make that work. Discovery. Surveil 2, draw a card for 2. That's good. Or Dispersal. Each opponent returns a non-land permanent they control with the highest converted mana cost among permanents they control to its owner's hand, then discards a card. Potentially really good. Artful Takedown. Some removal. Probably just taking the Direct Current. Burn Spell. Jumpstart. Works well with Beacon Bolt. Hopefully wheel these electrostatic fields and we got ourselves a sweet looking deck. But this card can't be bad. It kills more than one thing, potentially, including your opponent. This card's actually good, too. I like this. This is a blue beater. That's pretty nice. Another Severed Strands. And like I said, Artful Takedown is quite good. But we're going to take Direct Current. I like that I like it. Just the fact that you can kill your opponent with it is really good. Alright, well, we have the Piston Fist Cyclops, which has good synergy with the bulk of our deck right now. Fire Urchin is only okay, actually. It's a 2-drop, though, and it wants to be in our deck. Cyclops might be better, though more expensive. It's 3 mana 4/3. I mean, it always gets to defend, too. That's pretty good. Or we could just take the Guildgate and assume that we're going to want the fixing. I don't know. Usually you can't go wrong with fixing. I mean, the Cyclops is probably pretty good. 3 mana 4/3 in blue or red is both pretty good. I think we'll go Cyclops. I'm going to assume that's pretty good. Sonic Assault. Tap a creature, deals 2 damage to the creature's controller, Jumpstart. I'm loving all this Jumpstart. Whenever you cast a blue spell, target player... Alright, so more of a... That's kind of cool, actually, especially with Jumpstart. But I think we'll go Sonic Assault. I mean, this card's not that great. It's okay. It's good with your enablers. I like that it burns too. Maybe we just give it a try. I'm not going to go for a mill plan. I should really be looking at what else is in these packs, though. Not bad. I don't know how I feel about Undergrowth yet. I haven't been blown away by it. We'll take the Sonic Assault. I mean, I feel like we're just getting handed, kind of just getting handed an Izzet deck. Or am I crazy? Passwall Adept is really never bad. Just, you have extra mana? Okay, things are unblockable now. This is good fixing. And then we have a Rubble Belt Boar, which is not bad either. But we'll take the Adept. I like the fact that it just makes things get through. That's pretty cool. So now we have an Izzet Locket. I don't know how I feel about the Lockets, though. Probably take the Urchin now. I don't think it's great, but could be kind of what we're looking for with this deck, isn't it? It seems like the card we're supposed to play. I'll say that. Cosmotronic Wave deals 1 damage to each creature your opponent controls, and they can't block. That's not bad, more of a sideboard card. This seems like a great opportunity to take the Guildgate. Boar and Cosmotronic Wave are fine, but let's take some fixing. Be happy about it. Ornery Goblin. I mean, it's not bad. It's just not great either. Double Mentor cards that are both pretty good. I think the Flyer's probably better, but this has 5 power. They're both pretty sweet. We're going to take the Goblin, though. I mean, at this point, I feel like we got a bunch of good Izzet stuff, and we're low curve, which is nice, too. We can tempo out, maybe. I guess we cut the red card, because it would appear that we are probably red-blue. All the Izzet stuff. This card is not bad. I feel like we probably still take another Guildgate, though. There's gate payoffs, too. And we're already on track to have a pretty sweet-looking deck here. So let's take the free card for our deck. I'm going to cut the red card. All the Maniacal Rages a little boy could ask for. Are we playing like Tempo Izzet? I guess we could do that. We have Sonic Assault. That plays well. Problem with Sonic Assault is all of the, well, not all of them, but a lot of the cards want you to play instance on your turn to really, especially for our deck, to get value, like the Cyclops, the Urchin. So this card is a little bit sexier playing it on your opponent's turn, I would say. So they're like, hey, do you want to go into Golgari? And we're like, no. No, we don't. We want to stick to this sweet, sweet Izzet plan we got going. Knight of Autumn. Well, I recommend at the beginning of a format looking up prices because cards are quite inflated. In fact, I missed some rares that hopefully weren't worth a fortune. This is worth about 3 tickets, which is quite a bit, but let's see if there's anything on color that we might want more. Integrity. So buff a creature for 1 mana. It's actually something we might want, plus we could splat. This card is sweet. Buff that we can play. I think we take it. Maybe splash for intervention. I'm not sure. Or take 3 tickets. I think we'll go with integrity. I like it. Guildgate now. It's kind of a miss otherwise. Disdainful Stroke. Actually, never mind. Unexplained Disappearance is great. Alright, so we've got the plan. We know what we want. We just need the enablers now. We need, like, Wee Dragonauts and more Cyclops. Card's actually pretty good. Can't play this, but let's see if it's worth anything. Once again, look up those rares. 64 whole cents. No, I think we're going to take this Cyclops. We've got a great amount of utility for it already, so let's take it. Beam Splitter Mage. Well, we have 1 pump spell currently, or do we have more than that? I guess that's it. But maybe we could find some more. Otherwise, Fresh Faced Recruit does work for the deck. Goblin Locksmith. I like all the 2-drops. Oh, that's a good card. Flower that we can't play. Could take the Barging Sergeant now. I'm okay with it. I think it's actually an okay card. Problem is it doesn't pump a lot of what we already have, but that's okay. It's got haste, which I like quite a bit. Or I take the recruit and we try and go for more of, like I said, more of a tempo-y, beat-down-y thing. I mean, being able to get in for 2 early, first strike, and some... Yeah, let's go for the more... I mean, it's early enough where we could try the mage, too, and look for buff spells. Actually, let's do it. It's more interesting. Because we might be able to find some more buff spells. Alright, Bodyguard. Mentor, can attack, or block alone. That still seems just fine to me. And certainly more exciting than a Wall of Mist. So, we'll take it. Another Fire Urchin, probably fine. Otherwise, we could take the Guild Gate to splash. But we've got a nice kind of aggro-y is-it plan going here. A little tempo-y, aggro-y thing. So, let's keep this plan going. I think we can make this work. Sky Knight Legionnaire, I don't think so. We can take the Mesmerist. Actually, Mesmerist is pretty sweet. Or Selective Snare. Turn X target creatures of a creature type of your choice to their owner's hand. Well, it's a 2-mana bounce spell at worst, and potentially quite a bit better, plus deals with a bunch of tokens. This card seems good to me. Am I crazy? Plus randomly, just 3-mana bounce 2 things if they have 2 this. We're going to take this. Certainly more exciting than a Mesmerist, and it's uncommon, so we want to try it out. Locket. All the lockets, none of which we need. Actually, Maximize Altitude is an easy pick here. Incredibly good with Cyclops. More Jumpstart, shenanigans. And finally, another card that works with our Beam Splitter Mage. Currently, we have 2 that work pretty well with it. I guess Unexplained Disappearance, if our opponent, like, says blows up our board or something, then we can target this and target something else too. Does that mean we get to Surveil twice as well, because it copies a spell? That's pretty cool. Take the Mesmerist over the Cosmotronic Wave. I think Mesmerist is actually quite good. Like, this card is just, I think, going to be pretty good. Alright, we'll take the Devious Cover-Up. Some pretty good green cards in here. Our curve is insane. Doesn't look like we really need any of this. Guess we'll take the uncommon. Got the Sergeant back, which is actually pretty sweet, because I think this card is actually pretty good for our deck. I don't think we need the Devious Cover-Up, but I suppose I can leave it in for now. Don't care about any of these. We'll let our opponents have all the black cards they need. Generous Stray is probably better than the Child of Night. And Shield Mate, sure. Okay. Cool. Pretty close to a deck already. Ooh, Invert. I did play this before. It's pretty fun. Do we have anything better, though? I mean, I like that it finds stuff, too. We have the Gatekeeper Gargoyle. It's kind of cool. We have a couple gates as well. I think we take the Invert. Invert is... I mean, it's got Invent as well, and we have Instants and Sorceries, so it kind of just makes sense. Especially with Jumpstart, it's like just a lot of value. Lot of utility for us. It just seems like a clear pick to me. I was just trying to see how many good actual, invert targets we have. I'm not sure we have a ton. So there's Electromancer, we have Chemister's Insight. I want to play all of these cards. Leapfrog is going to be amazing in here too. We only have 10 creatures as well. We really want to get 15 creatures. You can play stuff like Chemister's... I feel like you just have to play this card. Really strong. But Electromancer is sweet for us too. Man. I think we take Insight actually over... just because this card is really good. Draw 2 with Jumpstart? Like, that's insane. I wish we had Surveil. I wish this was whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, you got the counter. Well, at least we get a Leapfrog anyway. It seems like a... yeah. Leapfrog is great for us anyway, so it's a clear pick here. Another Selective Snare, but easy Watcher in the Mist, I think. Whisper Agent is good, especially with the Flash. But I think we want Flyer with Surveil too. That's really... wait, what do you do? What? This card seems fantastic. 2 mana. Beater plus burn a creature or destroy target, well, colorless non-land permanent. So artifact creature, sort of? Am I missing something? Because it can kill, oh, so it can kill man lands. Right, non-land permanent. So what am I missing here? Target colorless non-land permanent. So it wanted to be more than, oh, like Eldrazi? That's actually kind of crazy. I feel like we actually go Crater Maker. I know that seems crazy to you because I just passed a 5-mana Surveil thing, but this card seems incredible. It just kills things. Or it's a beater plus a burn spell. A cheap beater plus a burn spell. Well, now we're kind of gifted with the Electromancer, which is really nice. So we're going to take that and be a happy camper. So this is a pretty easy 16 land deck too, I think. Wow. Direct Current. Another Sonic. I mean, everything we want. That's kind of cool. I think we take Direct Current though. We take more. When in doubt, take more burn. So we'll cut the Devious Cover up. We can easily play 16 lands here though, I think. No problem. Another Fire Urchin, no problem. Muse Drake is kind of cool. Don't need another Selective Snare. We can take another Urchin though. I think we want more creatures. I would love another Maximized Altitude too, but let's take the Fire Urchin. It kind of makes sense for what we're doing. And we can get away with 14 creatures, actually. I think that's fine. Take the Cosmotronic Wave for sideboard. Another Barging Sergeant. I mean, it's the best card for us. I think the card is actually pretty reasonable. We might have to cut something like Selective Snare for side, or yeah. Resign it to sideboard. I might have to just be okay with that. But, alright. We could take the Gravitic Punch, we could take the Dazzling Light, or we could just take the Guildgate and potentially play Intervention. I think we'll do that. That's just cute enough where I like it. Goblin Locksmith. Another, we're not going to splash for Hammer Dropper, so maybe against the wall deck we'll want a Goblin Locksmith. All the Barging Sergeants. I don't think this card's bad, actually, which is interesting that they're all going this late. Alright, well, got a Gravitic Punch anyway, huh? I mean, you can... Oh, last pick maximize. What a gift. This card is good, by the way. This card is just straight up good. So I gotta figure some things out, but we got ourselves a really sweet looking deck here, and I am pretty happy with it. Well, let's figure out some cuts. So we're definitely going to be cutting some creatures. And I think, once again, we can get away with 16 lands pretty easily. So let's figure out the cuts. The weakest creatures, we don't need the Locksmith. We may not actually need the Adept, but it kind of just wins games. So yeah, we play it over like an Ornery Goblin. No, the Crater Maker is awesome. Playing that. Then we can cut one more creature. I don't know how I feel about the Fire Urchins. I mean, this is the right deck for it, but they're still kind of just not that good. They're okay. They're just not that good. I like the Beam Splitter Mage, however. Beam Splitter Mage in here is sweet. Double Maximize Altitude. I don't know if the Gravitic Punch is going to make the deck, but it also works with the Integrity. Technically, I guess, works with Invert, but... Oh, I guess Invert actually works with Fire Urchin. Wait a second. So you want to... But this triggers when you cast it, so, ugh. That's kind of awkward. Doesn't exactly do what you want, does it? Because you cast it, then that has to resolve first, so it becomes a 2-3 that... Well, I mean, it's still okay, it just turns into a 3-2 instead of a 2-3, a 3-2 trample. Okay, well, this deck needs 4 cuts. So we probably cut one of the Sergeants. I'm debating cutting one of the Urchins just because I'm not blown away by them. I still think this Mesmerist is probably really good. Just kind of disables a blocker. It just seems really good to me. So I can cut that. We can cut the punch. Unfortunately, invert is just not very good for us. Not a lot of things. I guess it works well with the pass wall adept, but that's like, it's okay with the urchin. It's not very good with the urchin either. So mostly we're just playing it for invent, which, or to just, I mean, you can do it. You can do it to your opponent's creatures too. It just straight up kills walls. All right, this guy. I mean, the card is good. The card is versatile and good. We have a ton of jumpstart too, which is great. Good amount of removal. Good amount of tempo. I want to be able to tempo opponents out. I don't exactly know what to cut and able to best accomplish that because we need 2 more cuts pretty badly. So we probably end up cutting one of our spells here, and I don't know which one. It might be one of our maximize altitudes, but I really think this card just kind of, wins the game. So I don't know. Maybe Sonic Assault gets the cut. I like this card a lot too, but Direct Current can burn face or kill something. This burns face, but doesn't necessarily kill something. I want to play it all. Now, I think we cut this, and I think we cut an Urchin. So it brings us to 14 creatures, but we've got the Chemister's Insight, and you kind of want to play all these spells when you've got all of these enablers. I don't know. I like this deck. I think it's good. It's got a pretty low curve, too, which I like. We don't have much evasion. That is a problem. That's actually a big problem. That's why the maximized altitudes are so important, though, because you can just win on the back of those. We have Pass Wall Adept, too. We have the Leapfrog. So we have a few evasive spells, actually. And I'm still definitely going to try out the Beam Splitter Mage. I like it with the double maximized altitude. And we have technically the invert, too, but I'm not really counting that. So I guess we only have like three cards that actually work with it pretty well. That's okay. I think this deck looks like a lot of fun. So we're going to run the Boros Guildgate and the 2 Izzet Guildgates. I want to take a final look at my curve, though. See how... Yeah, we're pretty low curve. We're pretty low curve. So I think this, with 3 tap lands with 16 lands, is probably fine. So, and our color-wise, I would hope we're pretty good. We don't need the white mana, which means I should sort by color again. Kind of take a look at. So we have slightly more red than blue, but we kind of need both. Yeah, I think that split is actually fine. We can do 7/6. So this is still... Wait. 10. It's 10 red and 8 blue. I mean, we do want the double. These could straight up be red too. 8 blue is probably fine, actually. 10/8. Yeah, 10/8 seems fine, actually. 10/8 makes more sense to me than 9/9, I think. Because we have double red, no double blue. Okay. I like it. It looks like fun. Looks like a fun deck. So I do wish it had more evasion, but this is what we got, and this is how we're running it. So, all right. We'll see you round 1. Round 1, we're on the play. Gonna play first. Gonna keep. Hand needs some help, but we can keep it. So with this hand, we kind of have to play the Leapfrog first. Just because Bodyguard can't attack or block alone. Bodyguard's pretty excellent with our Barging Sergeant, though. That is actually nice. Jam the Leapfrog. Uh-oh. 1/4 reach is pretty good against a 3/1. Chemist's Insight. Well, that's a good card. So we can play the Bodyguard now. Chemist's Insight makes better use of mana though, so I think we're gonna do that. Kind of find some goodies here. Rampaging Monument. 3/3 trample. Ooh, and it gets bigger. That card is pretty excellent. Let's draw some cards. Mesmerist and Barging Sergeant. Well, Barging Sergeant's pretty sweet. Yeah, it actually is really good here. So I think we probably just go Sergeant. Yeah, I think we just go Sergeant, swing with both, and we get in with 2/4/2s. That's pretty good. Their blocks are really not that good. Because they probably want to kill our Sergeant because of Mentor. But then they can't even, yeah, they can't even really do anything about the Leapfrog either. Yeah, like, this is still really good for us because now our Bodyguard and our Mesmerist get to do stuff. Like, on one hand, it kind of makes sense to kill the Leapfrog because of evasion, which would be a bigger problem later. Wall of Mist. Well, we have that dude that gets by blockers, so I kind of like that. Another Portcullis Vine. So they've got all of these defenders. I think that we can bring that thing in, like I said. Direct Current can burn face, but what do we want to do? So we can attack with the Sergeant and then Direct Current plus play a Bodyguard. Okay. Sounds good to me. So they can sack it to draw a card, but we're only using half a card to get rid of it, so I guess that's okay. And then we'll drop the Bodyguard like it's hot. And we still have the Chemist's Insight in our graveyard, which is quite nice. Still have the Direct Current. Got some options here. I like it. Uh-oh, deadweight, huh? Alright. No attacks, though. They're being pretty patient. They must have something pretty fat in there. So let's do the Insight first. And pitch a land. Chemist's Insight is nuts. Invent is looking good here, too. Alright. Let's go Mesmerist so that we can attack with two things next turn. So we have 6 damage in direct currents right now, not bad. Doom Whisper, well there's the big thing we were worried about. So what are the spells I could find? I can get, basically I'd have to bust 2 spells to deal with that thing. That's probably okay. Let's see, 2, 4, I have 7, so 8 mana. I can do the Invent. So I think that we just swing with both and I weaken the Recluse because it doesn't matter if they block with the Doom Whisper. I'll just have to 2 for 1 myself, but like I said, I don't think it matters. I mean, obviously we need to deal with that thing, so So let's mentor you, and then you get weakened. Alright, so they're just taking it. We're still okay. So I think the plan is land, invent, and we're gonna find a lava coil. Not a beacon bolt, right? Because I only have... Or do I want to do beacon bolt instead of the lava coil? Let me think, because then I direct current... Because I'm gonna have invent. So that'll bring me up to 2 cards in the graveyard. So then on my turn I go direct current, 2 damage to it. That brings me up to 3 in the graveyard. Still not enough. What if I found an instant? What's the instant I'm finding? Probably the... I could do the pump. Or I could do... Unexplained disappearance. We'll have to get this all squared away because I'm not 100% right now what we're gonna do. But we're playing the land, we're going this, and then we're gonna leave up the invent to find the goodies we need. I assume we're just gonna be using we probably just do the lava coil. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Put the top 3 cards of your library in your graveyard. You may put a land card from your graveyard on top of your library. That card's cool. Because it says may. League Guildmage. Is that a card I should have gotten? Draw a card. That's good. Copy an instant or sorcery spell you control converted mana cost X. Also good. Really good. So we go invent. The thing that sucks is I could kill their 2 vines with invent, or invert rather, but they could just sack them, and yeah, we don't want that. We need to just kill their big thing. That is actually kind of cool though. So let's see what we're finding here. That 'tis the question. Finding lava coil for sure. We need that. I'm just trying to think if there's a way I can do the beacon bolt. If I do unexplained plus beacon bolt, what does that do for me? I can go direct current, kill the shaman. That's 3 mana. Unexplained plus beacon bolt. But that's not enough to kill. Wait a second, wait a second. I go... Beacon Bolt is a sorcery as well, and there's 2 currently. So that means direct current brings it up to 3. So I direct current that, and then I play the Beacon Bolt that brings it up to 4. It doesn't count itself though, right? Oh wait, in exile too? That card is so good. Oh, we gotta get that. That's so good. Alright, Beacon Bolt coming in. And then I guess all we have is a pump spell or a bounce surveil. And wait, search your library for an instant and a sorcery and or a sorcery. You can't do both. That'd be too good. Both the same, I meant. We probably take the disappearance. Well, the pump is not bad either, though. Probably still take the disappearance. Okay. So currently, with our exile, this deals Jeez, that's good. That is so good. That'd be good too, but let's do the plan here and kill the thing. At least it doesn't have a defender. So I'm doing this to double pump my fire urchin, which maybe I shouldn't have done in hindsight. That's okay. We're still seeming good here. Hmm. Yeah, Beacon Bolt is incredible. What a high value card. They can start sacking their vines. They're having a hard time, understandably. We've got some Omega value going on right now too, and we don't need to play a land for the rest of the game. That's interesting. So I guess we do this and then we'll do the disappearance on the Recluse to not lose our guy and draw a card, or not draw a card, but surveil. Plus we even get to trample over the vine. Okay. What are they targeting with it? Oh, they couldn't target anything? Is that right? The funny thing is, it doesn't even hurt us to draw land, but I guess I'll put it in my graveyard. Because a land draw just means free awesome spell in our graveyard. Jumpstart looking real good. I declare. Wow, Boros Guildgate. There it is. No, I don't think we need it. So, we have the direct current as well. What do we want to do? They're like, I don't even. I would probably be the same way. Like, I don't even know. All right, so they're what? 4-color, 5-color, black, white, green, blue, red. They are 5-color nonsense. Um, we've got the dude that gets by the dudes, right? Which one? Not you. You. You get by the dudes. So we could swap you for probably a fire urchin. I mean, are we ever really going to cast? I feel like we're never going to cast more than 2 a turn. And granted, a 3/3 trample is better, but this straight up just gets by quite a few guys in the deck. I'm kind of digging it. I really liked Barging Sergeant that game. That was huge. Bodyguard was pretty reasonable too. Mesmerist was everything I wanted it to be. I'm pretty tempted to actually just cut all the urchins and run another Barging Sergeant. Might seem a bit greedy, but man, I think the Sergeant's good. I don't know what to tell you. Anything else? They do have some walls for selective snare. That is actually kind of cool, but I don't think we need it. And Beacon Bolt was just absolutely insane. How could I overlook the own in exile and in your graveyard? That is just so good. We're going to keep this hand. Need some help, but it's cool. Crater Maker, also good. I love that you can just attack and sack with it too. Man, that's good. Alright, Wall of Mist. So we'll drop the Electromancer. Put the land on top. Pass Wall Adept, definitely good. Let's get the Leapfrog down for now. Next turn we can drop Crater Maker and Adept too, which is nice. Okay. Interesting. Do I need the Electromancer? I suppose I don't. If I'm not attacking, I better be blocking, right? Invert is just nasty against our opponent. It's just 1 mana 2-for-1 against them. That is so good. So they put the Portcullis Vine in there. I'm a little bit confused about that, actually. It doesn't seem like the best idea. So you actually attack first and then do it, because that's better. Alright, I'm going to play the untapped land here. Alright. Maximize altitude. I don't see the need yet. So we'll go land and get in for 5 again. Actually, I think next turn this lets us potentially win. Because we can actually go, I think we can go land, altitude, altitude, discard a land, double unblockable, and that should be 7. Alright, looks like we win. Unless I did my math wrong. So 2, we need 8 mana and we have 7? Yeah, we can totally do it. So you go altitude here. You go altitude here. Discard. You go land, swing, double unblockable. And that should do it. All right, see you in round 2. Round 2, we've got to keep a nice hand. Keeping. All right. Boros Guildgate. You know what that means? We can cast Intervention now. One way to do it, too. And we have it. So, looks like Demir. Ooh, Pass Wall Adept. Well, two can play at that game. Ooh, Piston Fist Cyclops, too. Nice. Alright. Well, game plan is on. Gonna try and tempo him out with a Cyclops and a Fire Urchin, I guess. Spinal Centipede's a good card. There's our Beacon Bolt. Not so good right now, but you just wait. You just wait. Get the Cyclops down. And hang out. Getting in there with the Centipede. Oh, that's weird. No plays, huh? Okay. Well, we can play the boar. I think we will. Pump the urchin. Get in with it. All right. Oh, that's weird. Oh, I guess to stop the trample. Well, I think we'll kill your Whisper Agent. That's a fine trade. I'm okay with that. I can live with that. Whispering Snatch. Whenever you surveil for the first time, deals 1 damage. Oh, that's actually pretty good. 2 cards left in their hand, huh? Alright. Not attacking that time, though. No siree. Alright. So we've got the Bodyguard. We probably just go Altitude. Get in for 5. Because flying is good. And then we'll just play a Bodyguard and chill. Set up for a nice, like, maybe a Beacon Bolt into Disappearance play. I guess it's the other way around. Disappearance into Beacon Bolt play, which is fine. So now we can maximize Altitude our Bodyguard to get... That's really good. That is really good. No tax, 5 lands, no plays. Alright, that's pretty suspicious. So, I guess we go Altitude on our Bodyguard. Discarding the Mountain. Then we can Sudden Disappearance their Spinal Centipede if we want. But I don't think that we do. I think we just get in there. And mentor our dude so that our dude gets bigger. Dispersal. Each opponent returns a non-land permanent they control with the highest converted mana cost. So that would be our Maka, and then we have to discard a card. So I guess we're going to discard a Beacon Bolt. Guess we can sudden disappearance their Centipede, and they don't actually have a good block at that point. And we can surveil too. Yeah. Oh, we want that all right. Wouldn't mind if they take 8 either. Yeah, that's pretty good. So this is currently dealing 2 damage. That's pretty good. Especially if their best play is the Centipede again, because then we just go Beacon Bolt. And nuke their dude, I guess, to put it lightly. And that still lets us get in with the Cyclops too, which is pretty sweet. Severed Strands, huh? All right. I'm actually surprised they. I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense. So the boar is bigger. That makes more sense. Like, it feels like a waste here, but it's not. It's good. Okay. You got it. I guess I can't attack. Uh-oh. Is it splash, huh? Can't block alone. 1 card left in their hand, huh? So, Mesmerus plus Adept? Yes, please. Hmm. Alright. So, I guess we weaken the... Well, actually... So I can kill the Centipede, huh? So we kill the Centipede and they can pump the thing, though, and then kill our Mesmerus. So that doesn't seem great. I suppose we just attack with both, weaken the Centipede. So I guess we'll kill the flyer. And we'll play a Cyclops. Hmm. Alright. So it looks like we're gonna have to kill the... Oh. I'm still... We gotta use the bolt here. Does strengthen their other guy, but otherwise we take another 4. So I guess we gotta do it. Oh, I like that. Yeah, you can... That's actually kind of cool when you jumpstart it. That is actually pretty good. But the problem is, like I said, if I use the insight there, I don't think it was right. Because if I use the insight there, I feel like I'm in more trouble. But I might be wrong. I don't know. Oh, wow. That card's really strong. Oh, they're going to get rid of our insight too? Man. Talk about a rare effect that's paying off huge. I guess I can't do anything. This feels totally winnable. Well, that's kind of cool. I mean, it does technically keep us alive, so I guess we do it. Can't attack or block alone. Quite the downside here. Oh, that card's excellent. Really strong card. Alright, so... Oh, no, don't turn off. Oh, I guess it doesn't really matter. Alright, so game one... Playing Is It. Do we have much of a sideboard? We can make their stuff unable to block. That's not worth it. Devious Cover Up to counter big things and get stuff out of the graveyard. I don't think that matters. Could lower the curve more and ditch the Bodyguard. I'm not in love with that either. They have a lot of removal, so that tells me the cheaper the better. Especially, it does make Bodyguard quite a bit worse. So maybe we ditch this for another cheap threat of some sort. Or just another Sergeant, because haste is good. Could be. Ornery Goblin's not bad. Might be better than Fire Urchin. I don't know. I like that it can attack into X3s. Let's try it. I don't think Fiery Urchin's that crazy anyway. Alright. Do want to play first. Oh, we can keep this, yeah. Needs a little bit of help, but it's okay. Can play the intervention again, potentially. Alright. So we'll go, is it Guildgate? Alright. So we can go Cyclops. Makes sense. So that's cool. We just go current. Get in for 4. And then Beam Splitter Mage with Integrity is pretty good, but we might just want to maximize that intervention, I think, because that's pretty excellent. So invert is something we can do. Or we can just do the integrity. Or we just drop the Cyclops. Probably just drop Cyclops number 2, I think. Also can't disdainful stroke that, but can remove soul or... Oh, I see. Bouncing. I was going to say, remove soul. I don't remember seeing that one. The City Watch Sphinx. Alright. So, not enough lands to do the cool stuff, so I guess we just play this and pass. Alright. Really needed a land there. That was a tough one to miss a land on, quite frankly. But what? Yeah, that's a tough one. That is a tough one. So now I'm not quite sure what to do. I guess, yeah, the problem is I actually have to cast a spell in order to even attack with these, and I can't do that because I don't have the mana. So I might have to use Integrity, but that doesn't seem very good, especially since I really feel like I'm going to be needing intervention. I can Direct Current, kill the Centipede. Yeah, that makes the most sense. And we ditch a... probably an Insight. Hmm. So the 4th land, and we can intervention, and then get in for 8. So now I need to basically, I need to Beacon Bolt plus another removal spell next turn or I'm dead, huh? Alright. I mean, I guess I can invert, and actually that buys myself a turn, but it's not great. Yeah, essentially we're Gonna need something big here. Oh, well, that's big. So do we want to do the Mesmerist? Here's the Chemist's Insight too. So I guess we just go... I'm trying to think of the... I mean, it's the hardest to cast. So I think we do the Mesmerist? And then we leave up the Disappearance to set up our Beacon Bolt to kill their Sphinx. Makes sense. The boar is good. I guess we keep it. Alright. So, we got a Beacon Bolt, unfortunately, now, because it's a sorcery. But the good news is, we can recast it from our graveyard. Potentially get a land here eventually. We have a Chemist's Insight in the graveyard. We've got some stuff and things. Direct Current does deal with that problem. I hate that they had the operative there, though, because it got rid of our Beacon Bolt, too. Jeez. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Card's good. So I don't have an out, or an answer to that, I should say. So I think that we just start playing some stuff here. Is this at least up to 2 creatures? So I don't even have to do it, right? So you don't have to target anything, that's good. Still don't quite think we have enough damage though, do we? 2, 4, no, I think we're gonna be 1 short the Alex Stephenson special. Well, need an out here. So land lets us cast this. It lets us do this. So I guess we have to do Insight. Discarding the boar, I guess. And we have to find Lava Coil, which is possible. Or a bunch of lands. And then I can invert them and lose both of my guys and die. Alright, well, that is that. We'll see you in round 3. Round 3, we'll keep this hand. A lot of red, but we've got a pretty good mana base, and this hand actually appears to play pretty well with pure red. Card's good. So I guess we play mage here because it's stronger than a fire urchin right now. Fire urchin's not that good. Let's be honest. This is a deck where it's at its best and it's still really not that good. We'll block. It's worth it to me. So we'll jam a Cyclops, pass. They don't get to follow up with a 2-drop. I think it's fine. Mesmerist. I think now we're just going to make a double play and set up for a nice direct current or barging sergeant next turn. That was a quick concession, but we'll take it. So they're Boros aggro. Does that mean we want to lower our curve? I don't know. Maybe it means we want to get out. Nah, I don't want to get out. This altitude plan is so good. We just need to survive. We've got double direct current. That's got to be good against Boros. I mean, with the beacon bolt, that's great against Curse. The lava coil, the disappearance. It's all good. Selective snare deals with soldiers. It's not bad. Could bring in more fire urchins, more 1/3s. No, Crater Maker's great too in this match. Everything we have is great in this match. Maybe Leapfrog's like the worst. Actually, Bodyguard's probably the worst. We want to be able to block. I like blocking. So maybe we bring in... Yeah, the Ornery Goblin definitely makes sense here. That's way good against what they showed us. I mean, granted it was one card, but whatever. Let's not split hairs on that. Let's just assume Boros has some X1s in it. This is a keep and a good hand. That looks familiar. Curving out. So we'll kill this thing. I can't believe it was a 2-mana card. It's really good. I think we'll kill it. I don't like the way it looks. 2-mana 2/3s bug me. Alright, that one on the other hand, totally tolerable. Alright, so we'll jam the Cyclops here. No attacks, which is fine. So we can direct current the guard, get in for 4 here. Next turn, do the barging sergeant, potentially. Or do the direct current if we have to, if we must. Sure. So let's do sergeant and smash back for 8 whole life here. Nice. Oh wait, it's only 4, isn't it? Well, in that case. Alright, in that case, we're going to do Urchin. And then we're going to do Beacon Bolt and kill this thing. Oh, suppose we should pay a blue for it if we're going to do that. I mean, this feels like a good matchup for us just because all of our stuff has Jumpstart and all our stuff is little. So it kind of makes sense that that would be good. I think this makes more sense than the Barging Sergeant because we're just killing stuff and we've got a graveyard full of stuff to kill more stuff with. Like Hammer Dropper, for example. Now I'll just Beacon Bolt it, which is very mean, and get in for more damage. It's pretty outrageous value. And then next turn, the Barging Sergeant or the Direct Current. Well, that was an annihilation. Rounds 1 and 3 went incredibly smoothly, and then our round 2 opponent just kind of totally outvalued us. So, all in all, I love the deck. This archetype was a ton of fun to play. Even when I was hesitant about the Piston Fist Cyclops, sometimes there's still a 3-mana 4/3 defender. You can't be upset at them. This is a lot of fun. I think Jumpstart is fantastic. Really great. Beacon Bolt is fantastic too. So cool deck. Hope you enjoyed it. Chemister's Insight was everything I needed it to be too. So really important for the Jumpstart deck, it feels like. Tons of fun. We'll see you for the next one. Plenty more on the way.